bad again. Hugo, what's going on, man? Man, you're here early. 6:07. Solange, how are you? Hope everyone's doing good this evening. Hargis Miller, what's going on? Hey, y'all, water's going down. Yep, water's going down. They're finally letting water out. It'll take it a while before it gets down good enough, but that's good. But it'll get good once it gets down a little bit and settles, and I'm ready. Fishing with Maz. How's it going?
He hasn't been on there for a while. Right?
Yeah, I think it's been a little while. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope everyone's staying cool. It is hot. It is super hot. Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Anyone getting out there in the heat this weekend? Or got out there in the heat this weekend? I know it was real hot. I'm trying to Hargis 4 on the vine today, all 25 foot, but dinks. Yeah, that grapevine's messed up for a little while. It's got to come down. Anthony Young, hey man, how are you doing? Doing good. How about you? Thanks for being on here. Oh yeah, I forget. I forget, buddy. Hugo, man, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It's been really, really, really hot. Camo Joe, what's up, man? How are you doing? I tried tying a mayfly after watching your video. I will post it on your... Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I know it looks good. Barfly's here. Slab Buster, there he is. I hope everyone got their jigs and their boxes and all the stuff from the giveaway. All that's been sent out last week, so everyone should have everything. I've already talked to a few and they said they've got it, so just reach out if for some reason you didn't get it. Just want to make sure everyone's got their prizes. Slapbuster already put his to work over there on Neely Henry, I think he said. I can't remember where. I think he said Neely. Y'all still won't let me down. Let me live that down. That was like, what, 3 weeks ago now?
The what? Hamilton. I already knew I didn't even look at it.
Yep, fish catching jigs, says Slab Buster. Sir Charles Mitchell, fishing Texas is fast. Then Oklahoma in sense of weather. Yeah, it's hot. Both Oklahoma has some storms and it gets a little colder in the winter. Vicky, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yep, Neely Henry, says Slab. Camo Joe. It's a little ugly, I said. I tried. First one. Oh, man, I'm sure it looks good, man. Man, I know you did good on it. Can't wait to see it. Lerb, evening, everyone. How's it going, Lerb? It's too good. I hope Camo Joe don't mind. I'm sure he don't. It's all fun and, part of it, so no worries. I think the lighting's not that good over here today, I don't think. There we go. A little better. Awesome, Vicky. I'm glad to hear. No, I think it's all right. Yeah, there was no way on Earth, I was going live outside today. So I'm live from the inside today. So. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Smorborg, hey, finally made a live and not a rewatch later. Hey, no worries. Glad to have you on here. Crappie Express. What's going on, man? Fishing Camo Joe. It's all good, Hugo. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I hope everyone got to watch. It is, man. Crappie Express. Boy, it's hot. Yeah, you're right. I couldn't imagine. Whew. I worked all weekend, so. Hugo, I'm going to give the crappie a break. Next water outing, that will be for bluegill. Seeing some big ones being caught. Nice. I need to do that. I need to pull myself away from crappie and do that, but it's real hard. Slab, man, yeah, I sent you that yesterday. I sent him a screenshot of how hot it was. It was like 90, 98 with like a heat index of like 116 or something like that. It's been hot. The humidity really is what does it. And that's just from all the rain we've had. Seen Fredo had his boat hooked up. Was wondering if he went out. Yeah, I wonder. Did Fredo go out today, Vicky? I started sweating like 30 seconds outside. Yeah, it don't take long, Slab. It does not take long. I will say if y'all are getting out there, especially right now, water is super important. And then sunscreen as well. You do not want to mess around getting burnt all the time and have, stuff come try and get you later in life. You definitely don't want to do that. Thanks, Camo Joe. He sent the picture. I don't know if I jump over, if it's gonna mess it up. Oh, that's right. That's right. He did tell me that, Vicky. I hope everything went good. He did tell me that, and I completely forgot. Yeah, even the patio, it's hot. It's about time for Fredo to start looking for those 2 foot deep summer crappie. If 2 foot deep, they'd be on dry land with the lake being up. The lake is way high still. Crappie Express, same as last week, looking across the lake and it looks foggy, humid. Oh man. Yeah, it's to that point where I'm like, I thought I was ready for summer, but I'm not. It's here and it's not going anywhere. I was seeing they're already saying there might be some power outages here. I'm not sure what'll come of that, but it's always something. You would think they would get that power grid figured out, hot in Texas in the summer. I mean, it's not anything that's new. Hargest Divine is 10 foot over. Yep. Yeah, 10 foot is a little too high for me, Hargest. Hope I'm saying your name right. That puts like the stuff that I fish like way too deep. So I'm gonna have to let it come down a little more before I even try. Hugo, yeah, I seen that too. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad for anyone out there. Yeah, that's no joke. It's one thing in the cold. I mean, they're both dangerous, but I feel like the heat is harder to combat than the cold is. Slab Buster, yeah, there is a haze around here. It looks like fog. Yeah, we have air pollution watches today too. So we've got pollution and we got heat and threatening power outages. We just got it going on over here. Wesley Hayes, what's up? Camo Joe, it's time to go at night in an area Yep, I need to do more of the night fishing. I need to do more of that. Yeah, you have to jump in. That's the thing too. If you have a way to jump in, um, it makes it a lot better. I remember when I had the boat, I'd jump in at least 2 or 3, 4 times sometimes. It made it so much better. It really did. Camo Joe, what I told Kid yesterday, night fishing. Yep, you did, Slab. That's what time it is. Crop Express. People that work inside every year can say, I can't wait for the summer. Well, here it is. Yep. That's true. It's here now. We have to deal with it. It's not going nowhere. It's only going to get worse too. Hasn't even hit 100 yet. Lurb, is a submersible light necessary for night fishing, or can you do fine without it as long as you're on structure? Lurb, that's a good question. Now my nighttime fishing is experience is very limited, but from what I've found is at night those fish aren't necessarily on structure. A lot of times they're around trees and all that in the day when the sun's up because they're trying to get out of the sun. They're trying to, ambush. At night it's pitch black, so they don't have to hide from anything. They're hidden out in the open, and they'll typically kind of feed like sand bass, and obviously not as aggressive probably, but I've found that lights are pretty key. Now you don't have necessarily sometimes have to have your own lights, but you have to be around some lights. Like Cedar Creek at night, you can go fish some of those docks that are lighted and catch fish all night long. But as far as and I've done that before too, early in the morning, catch some crappie and lights, real shallow. But I would definitely have a light, or at least some way to fish around a light at night. I think you'd do a lot better. Slab, and it's still hot here at night, just ain't got to deal with the sun. Yep, it was like 10:30 last night, and the heat index was still 110 here. I couldn't believe that. That's when you know it's humid. Television Pilot, what's up? Mark Spurgeon, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I would too. Like Hugo said, I definitely recommend a light. If you don't have a light, then I would definitely fish around a light. Oh yeah. Beach towels on the sides of on the side of the tune, lifesaver for sure. Makes a big difference. I just realized who you are, Hargis. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad to see you on here. He's a guy on the fishing forum. He messaged me this morning. Crappie Kev, lights attract bait fish. Yep. Thanks for being here, Crappie Kev. Green lights work great, says Slab. Wesley Hayes, Louisville is almost 6 foot high. Can't get to my boat without a boat, and snakes are out. Yeah, it's I actually fished Louisville Friday. I forget what day it was. I fished Louisville Friday and caught some fish. It was really windy, but I caught some really nice fish in the time that I was out there, so it's definitely fishing pretty good considering it's 6 foot high. Crop Express, I would like to try night fishing. Sounds like a good idea. If you were in a boat, would you try to find a brush pile to fish on top of, or what? It's a good question. Crop Express, if it was me, I would if it was me, I would try like around a bridge or maybe some trees, just because I think the crappie are probably in that area, and it'll draw them in. The times that I fished at night mostly has been in marinas, but I really think any of those places will do good. You just gotta put the light in there and just give them some time to show up, and they'll show up. And sand bass love them. You'll catch sand bass all night long. I stayed on the lake as it got dark. After it got dark on my live scope, about 75% of the fish were sitting still. I don't know exactly how fish sleep, but it was kind of spooky seeing minimal activity. Yeah, and it's funny, Hugo. I've heard it like time and time again. People are fishing, a brush pile or something late in the evening, and all of a sudden, about like, I've heard 5 o'clock. Well, that's probably, I think that's in the like fall or something, but like an hour or so before night, or like when it gets kind of twilight, the fish stop biting. They're just gone, and I've experienced it myself too. And that's just like you said. I don't know if they just get dormant for a bit, they sleep, and then they go out, or if they just, I don't know really. But I do know there's definitely the activity definitely slows down around that time. Barfly says fish lighted docks and marinas. Yep. Television pilot timber is the only success I've ever had for crappie plus bonus fish. The Joe Pool Bridge just get me smalls. Yep. Yeah, I would think timber would probably be a little better. But if you're just after sand bass or whatever, then they probably aren't too picky. Slab Buster, I got a vid of the green light last year, kid. I'll send it to you. It works for sure. Awesome, Slab. Yeah, man. I'd love to see. Crappie Express. Has anyone bought a good green light at a store? Which one? I think I got a light. I don't remember if it was green or not, but I got a light from Academy. And that's what I used at the marina when I fished. I'm trying to remember the other times. I have not fished that much at night. But I did have that. I think you plugged it up to like car battery or something, and it was floating, so it just floated on top of the water. Hugo, that's exactly what I seen. They just stopped moving, freaked me out a bit. Put my green light in the water, got the bait fish, and then the game fish started moving, and it was game on. Caught a mixed bag. Nice. I've always wondered that though, if crappie sleep or what they do. Because I've heard a lot of people with live scope say that the fish just they look like they're asleep, and then you hit them in the head and it wakes them up and they grab it. It's like they're just asleep. I wonder how that is. Slab, I only used it one time last year. It was under a bridge, no luck, but it was too shallow. I was just checking it out. Yeah, and that's the thing too. If you're gonna do it, I would probably do it in the deeper water. I think you'd have better luck in the deeper water. I wouldn't try too shallow, just because I think that water's still hot from the day, and they probably won't go up in there as easy. Argus, I think it's the transition from daylight to night. Yep. They know, it's time. They don't have to hide necessarily. They can kind of, move around a little better with the disguise of night. Could be, Camo Joe. That's true. Maybe their eyes are adjusting to the change of the amount of light that is entering the water. That's true because crappie and fish in general, they don't have eyelids, so they can't just close their eyes. They have to adapt and move. That's why in the sun and during the day they're tucked into trees and under brush piles and under bridges, and they're that's just where they want to get out of the sun and ambush. Mark Williams, what's up? Hope you're doing well, man. You were kind of neat seeing that though. Something I'm sure I would have never seen without live scope. Yep. Yeah, that live scope, it'll show you a bunch of stuff you never thought you would have saw. Crop Express. Around the marinas it's 20, 25 foot. How deep, excuse me, would you put the light? It's a good question. I'd put the light, me personally, I'd put the light about 10 foot. Something like that. About halfway down maybe, tops. Because those fish they're gonna gravitate toward the top, I think, with night. Armando, there he is. Good evening, just got home. Good evening, man. Hope you're doing good. Good to see you on here, buddy. Yeah, I need to do more of the nighttime stuff. I really do. It's just hard to... Nighttime's for sleeping, especially now. You gotta take advantage. Camo Joe says it's showing stuff I dream about. Nice, man. Yeah, that's a good amount of time with it, Hugo. Y'all be sure to, leave a thumbs up if y'all enjoy. Let YouTube know you enjoy. Armando, thanks, buddy. Did I hear right? You got live scope? I did. Crappie Express, with temps and days like this, I may be doing a lot more night fishing. Oh yeah, Crappie Express, for sure. Definitely. Television pot. One of the marinas has green lights around the fishing area. Brownwood, maybe, can't remember. Yeah, that's what I've done good on too, is those marina lights, because those are there every day, every night, so the fish kind of get accustomed to them. Yeah, so I did end up getting a live scope. Hasn't got here yet, but it's on the way. I know it's gonna help. The wife said go get it, so that's what I did. Raul, what's going on? Yeah, Crappie Express, I did. Haven't got it yet, but it's on the way. It'll probably be a week or two before I get it on the kayak. Hope you're doing well, Raul. Thanks for being here. Barfly, guys. The fish, especially the big ones, are deeper now. The boat and live scope will be best till September. How likely are y'all to watch those type of videos? Yeah, that's a good question. So, like, I know, like, for me, especially, views are down, and I fully expect that, just with summer, and a lot of people just don't have the, kayak or anything like that to get out there and fish, in the deeper part of the lake. But I'm trying to think of ways. I talked about, last week, I think it was last week, about going to Lake Fork or something like that at some point. And that's still a plan, but, the live scope stuff is just going to help me. It's more of just to help me out. On a kayak, you're limited. And I need to be efficient, especially in limited time. Limited means to get around. I feel like the live scope is going to really help. Excuse me. And that's the biggest reason I got it, just to help me out and just to be more efficient. And like the Joe Pool video I put out, like I'm struggling. I really am struggling. I mean, I have to fish bridges, and it's so hard to hop from spot to spot. If they're not biting, they're just not biting. There's not much I can do. But I feel like if I could see the fish, it would help me out a little more to be able to, like, for instance, there I could just say, well, there's no fish here. I can go just try some trees, and I know I'll be able to find them. That's the biggest problem without, is it's just hard to find them. And if I can find them, I can get them to bite. But yeah, would y'all be interested in that kind of a video, even though it's live scope? I mean, it is off of kayak, so it's kind of, it's not like, I have a bass boat and be able to go everywhere and try different spots. So I'm just trying to, make it better for me and the limited means that I have. Crappie Express, I got the 73 SV. Bass Pro actually had it on sale, so I jumped on it. Yeah, Camo Joe, I hear you, man. It's just a beating, and I've just gotten tired. And then the wife said yeah, so I'm like, okay, we got to figure out how to make it happen. Yeah, it's going on the yak, Lerb.
I always say yes.
Nice, Raul. She does. She's always been on board.
You're making it seem like I've said no.
Well,
Until now.
no, she said yes. We're just trying to save some money and eventually buy a house. That's the ultimate goal. So I've been kind of, putting it aside and just, trying to save up as much as possible, but finally just got to a point to where I just felt like I had to do it. And she, obviously she was on board, and just had to try and make it happen. And sure enough did. So it'll be here the next week or two. It'll be here in like the next week probably, but I won't be able to get it on there until probably a couple weeks after. Hope you're doing good, Raul. It's hot. Very nice, says Armando. You're going to love it. Yeah, I can't wait. Wesley Hayes witnessed thousands of fry under a cottonwood tree. Yep, they're hiding. They're hiding. Domingo, what's up, man? Slabbuster, heck yeah, man. I'm glad to hear it's on now for sure. Oh, yeah, it is. Crappie Kev, don't give her a chance to change her mind to the live scope. Oh, no. She wouldn't. It's already ordered anyway, so. But, no, she's good. She's on board. Crappie says, I always like seeing your videos, Barfly. Awesome. No, I got the 73 SV UHD. Hugo, I always put my lights 3 foot down using the live scope. I see the bait ball is in between 5 to 10 fish under the bait ball. I've used minnows, but with live scope you can target specific fish with jigs just as if you were on a pile. Nice. That's pretty cool. I didn't even think of doing that at night. Wesley Hayes, I just got my Lowrance live target in a week ago. Water's too high. I can't get to my boat to install. Oh, no. Yeah, that's tough. I would be going crazy, Wesley. Smorborg, I think livestock videos are pretty cool. New stuff to see and is able to teach stuff us non-live scopers can't learn otherwise. Yeah, and you know, y'all know me. I'm going to still be walking a creek bank in the winter without the live scope. I'm going to just kind of mix it in. It's not anything that I'm just going to solely focus on. I'm just going to kind of mix it in. And then, you know, it's going to help me just find the fish. So, but I mean, I'm going to kind of leave that up to y'all. You know, if you want more live scope specific videos or not, I'll kind of, you know, cater back and forth to that. But yeah, in the wintertime, I'm going to still be doing the same thing, walking the creek with a jig and bobber and things like that. So nothing's going to change. It's just going to be able to, hopefully be able to get on more fish in different areas a little easier. That's really what I'm hoping for. Nice, Slab. Thanks, man. Yep, Barfly's right. We have to go where the fish are right now, unfortunately. I wish there was places to catch them from the bank, and there are, but there's just not many. Lurb, I'm excited to see how you make it work for you on the Yak. I have a unit that's compatible. Nice. Yeah, I kind of have some ideas. When I get it, I'm gonna have to kind of mess with it for a while and get it how I like it. Hugo, the fish feeding and the actual bait ball are a bit harder to target just from experience. Yeah, I have noticed that, Hugo, that typically the fish, you do better on like the edge of the light. And I'm not, you know, I think that's just because those fish aren't going to just fly through that. Well, at least, you know, crappie, they're not going to just fly through that bait in the middle of the light and expose themselves like that. They kind of sit back in the end of the light and just wait for something to come out. Television pilot, I watch y'all's video either way. I don't watch much live scope videos otherwise, unless they have some good general learning points in them. For sure, man. Domingo, I'm down for whatever you put out, kid. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Collab says, we're going to have to get out there and live scope them both in the Yaks. They're going to be cornered. Buying a house is cheaper than paying rent in most places. Yeah, I don't really know much about, you know, the whole housing thing and all that. We've kind of been looking around slowly. We're not quite to the point yet where we're looking, but we're getting close. And that's the end goal, you know. We lived in an apartment, you know, basically the whole time we've been together, and little man's getting to the point where he just needs room. I mean, he just needs room, and it's so hard. There's just not that much room, so.
Especially because half of the stuff we have is his.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff in here, and it's all his, you know. It's just, there's no room. And then I wouldn't have to, you know, pay for a storage for the kayak. I mean, it would just go a long ways. Mark Williams, YouTuber named Fishing Kit up in Iowa, has a lot. He has a live scope on his Yak, maybe able to give you ideas. Yeah, I've seen him, Mark. I've already watched the video a couple times. There's some great stuff out there on that. Lurb 93 SV on my Yak, love it. Nice. Armando, it's definitely an investment and it will pay for itself. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Even just for me finding fish a little easier, I know it's just going to be so much. It's going to be worth the money. Crappie Express. What's the difference between the 73 SV and the 93? I believe the 73 is 7 inches and the 93 is 9 inches, if I remember right. Slabbuster, open the underwater world. They can't hide now, kid. Nope, they can't. I'm coming after them. I've struggled long enough in the kayak and in my float tube and my one man, and I'm ready to go after them now. I have unfinished business with them. I have your old yak barfly collab. There we go. Buddy of mine has one and can see 3 slips on both sides. Nice. That's nice. 7 inch and 9 inch, says barfly. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Andy Chase, what's going on? Just watching my chickens and you're live. Nice. It's a good combo. Wes, I'm going crazy, but it took 3.5 months for the Lowrance active target transducer to get here. So I can wait a week or so more to install. Yeah. I'll be honest, I looked at the what is it, the live site? I think that's what it's called. Or it's active target actually. Something. I forget them all mixed up, but I looked at that, and even the Hummingbird one that just came out, and I don't know. I just wasn't quite sold, and I just wanted something that, is proven and that's been out there, and hopefully they've gotten, most of the bugs worked out and things like that. So Barfly, I got a boat kit and moved the 93 to my Rover too. Yep, he sure did. Slab, you can't build one nowadays. Lumber is sky high. Yeah, yep. Barfly, live and prosper. Average home price $600K and taxes are 2.6%. Not cheaper to own. Yeah, that's pretty steep for sure. Wesley, I know a boat slip dock that's for sale right by mine if anyone is interested. Nice. Y'all be sure to reach out to Wesley if you want a boat slip or something like that. He says he knows of one that's for sale. Addicted to the Wild, thanks for being here. What's the best place to find minnows around Lake Grapevine? I can't find a place worth a darn. Great question. Yates Corner Store on the southwest side of the lake. I wouldn't go anywhere else. The only problem is that sometimes they run out of minnows. So you might want to call, check ahead, but if they have minnows, there's no other place you need to go. They're just they're priced well. They don't count each minnow like some. They just load them up, and does that look good? Yeah, it looks good. Let's go. And they have great parking. They're usually not too busy either. Really good place. I highly recommend them. Daryl Swain, let's go get them. Nice. Yeah, Daryl, I'm excited to get it. Little man's having fun over there. Hugo, yeah, seeing on LiveScope, I noticed the biggest of the crappie are actually directly below the light, about 15 to 20 foot of water. Yep. It's funny, that's kind of what I've experienced. They're kind of just sitting out of that light. Maybe since I only put it 3 foot and the light doesn't penetrate that deep, and they sit there instead of on the outside edges. Yep. They're probably more comfortable in that water temperature too. Yeah, as always, super chats are there, Cash App as well if you feel the need to, donate or anything like that. It'd be greatly appreciated. What's up, Daryl? I hope you're doing good, man. Garmin, Slab, Kid Garmin knocked it out of the park with LiveScope. You will like the Garmin. I love them, and I've had them all just about. Yeah, that's what I looked at LiveScope, and I just know that's, to me, LiveScope is the top of the market right now. They kind of have the market as far as quality, and the prices are. I mean, the prices have actually come down pretty good too. Yeah, Crop Express. I haven't said. I actually reached out today, and they let me know that it should be this week. I get the stuff, and kind of wanted to have the stuff here and kind of explain everything at that point. So I might maybe just go live that day too that I get it. We'll have to see, but hopefully soon. Slapbuster, that bird Solix like Fredo has is awesome though. Yeah, that Solix is nice too. I've always been a big fan of Humminbird side imaging. To me, theirs is just so superior to me. And I have Lowrance, but the Humminbird stuff for as far as live scope and down imaging and all that is just always, to me, a lot better. Hugo does know. Hugo does. Oh, Mark's going to say B&M. It's a good guess. Crop Express says Garmin. I would love it to be Garmin. That'd help me out a bunch. Barfly, I noticed when night fishing, having the lights deeper doesn't help. Couple feet is good. Nice. Television. Hugo says it's YouTube. Wouldn't that be something? Television pilot. I don't think the Mega Live will beat out Garmin. Garmin is king of sonar and live scope. It's just live sonar. Yep. You know, I'll be honest, Earl, I was never a fan of Garmin, just to be honest. I just never was. Like I said, I liked Humminbird for the longest. You know, I still think they have the best side imaging and all that. 360 and all that. I think they have the best. But, yeah, Garmin knocked it out of the park with live scope. Whoever came up with that and made that happen, they knew what they were doing. I'll tell them that. I know they have made a bunch of money off that. A bunch of money. Yeah, Bird is king of imaging. I'd agree. Yeah, his graph is nice. Mark, he has been wearing out that Sam super sensitive. Earl says, is it ACC? Lots of guesses. Shimano.
Armando gave you a donation.
Oh, thank you so much, Armando. Really appreciate that.
To help for your lifestyle.
Oh, thanks so much, buddy. Thank you so much, Armando. I'm super, super appreciative. That's, you know, as always, that's going right back to the channel and helping me get out there and go to places. Hopefully Fork and places like that soon. As soon as the live scope gets here, I'm running with it, y'all. As long as I can hang out there in the heat, I'm gonna try and get some good videos for y'all. Still $3,500 for a new big screen and transducer from Lowrance. All my screens are Lowrance, so it's just easier to pair. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you already have Lowrance, it's definitely easier just to pair it with that. When I get a bigger boat, my dash craft will be a Humminbird. Yeah, man, like I said, I love the Humminbirds. I really do. Slab, yeah, those Solix units are awesome. Really, the only thing Bird leads is mega side imaging. But Garmin's new GT56 Deucer is close. I haven't heard of that, Slab. I'm gonna look at that. Garmin is definitely on the upswing, it seems like, for sure. Chuck Smith, there he is. Thanks for being here. Live scope is just directional high rate of return sonar. The black box gets hot and pulls a lot of juice with that rate of return. Yep. Thank you, Crappie Express. Yeah, I'd definitely consider it a big brand. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Andy Chase caught some slabs out to Tawakoni this past weekend. Do you ever fish there? Andy Chase, I do sometimes. It's been a while since I've been out there. Little man sneezed. I'm planning to get out there more. I'm planning on going a lot more places. You know, I'll be honest, that's the big reason I haven't, is just because I know in the kayak with 2D, I know it's an all-day grind to try, especially on a new lake. It's an all-day grind trying to figure out the fish, and you know, I can only go so far, and so that's a biggest reason I haven't ventured out as much. But hopefully, you know, once the live scope gets here, I'll be able to. It'll be easier for me to go explore and get on fish, you know. So Tawakoni's on the list for sure, Andy. Mark Spurgeon, I've been using B&M for over 45 years now. Nice, man, nice. Yeah, B&M's been around forever. Camo Joe almost pulled the trigger on the 93 SV UHD with GT56 slab buster. I slowly backed away from the computer. Yeah, it was funny the day before or so
It was
I
literally the day before, I think.
I'd kind of decided that I really what had happened is I came home and I told the wife, I'm like, I really need to get live scope. It was a beating. I can just you just get to a certain point and you're just realizing that you're just fighting an uphill battle and it's just not working out, and the effort's way more than the reward, and
You don't have a lot of time.
I don't have all day sun up sundown to be out there and try and figure them out, and I get out there later sometimes and have to be back by a certain time, and it just all kind of accumulated, and I kind of came to the realization that I need to get live scope. It's just going to help just so many ways. It's just going to help in general. And so I told her, I'm like, you know what, I need to get it. And she was like, all right. And so day after, I think it was the day after, or the day after or the next day, like 1 or 2 days after that, Bass Pro has the 73 SV on sale for Father's Day. So I was like, yep, it's just meant to be. At that point, I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta go through with it. And so ordered that, $200 off, and just went for it. Yeah, the bigger screen pulls more juice. I've heard that too. Top Boy Heck, what's going on? Work's been crazy. I need to catch up. Oh, no worries, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that work will take some time up for sure. Barfly, I run 20-volt lithium batteries, helps fish longer. Oh, yeah. Wesley Hayes, as soon as I get back from my sister's wedding this coming weekend, we will see what the Lowrance active target will do. Hopefully the water will be a foot lower. Yeah, Wesley, they're going to start dropping that water pretty quick. That water's going to start coming out of there pretty quick. Camo Joe, check out the GT56 on some vids. They are catching bird and SI. Nice. I might have to look at that. I'm curious myself. Hugo whispers in Camo Joe's ear, go to the computer and buy it. Just do it. You know you want to. Saturday night. I've been on it. Yeah, early Father's Day gift, I guess you could say. Barfly, don't forget, once you get live scope, you still have to monitor. You need the monitor mount, transducer setup, battery setup, pull 7 amps by itself. That's several hundred more right there. Yeah, it gets expensive real quick. It definitely does. Slab, in my opinion, the Garmin EcoMap, best unit for the money. Nice. I can't wait. The unit will be here before the live scope system will be here, so I'm gonna have the unit here in a couple days. Chuck, I like my 3D Garmin, but it's on my Nitro bass boat, not my Jackson big rig. Yeah, either way, it'll work. Hugo, for Father's Day, I want a 1222. Is that the bigger unit? My buddy mentioned I think it was the 1122. I said it was like a chart plotter or something like that. Oh man, Hugo, you're official, man. You're official. You're official. 12-inch. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's basically having a laptop out there. Black box pulls 7 amp hours. She meant little guy is just bacon.
Yeah.
Still just bacon.
Still just bacon. I don't know what I wrote.
Hey, yes, you are.
What?
You put yes.
Oh my gosh. I put S because I
Camo Joe, if you get it, I bet you will like it. Oh yeah.
Hugo gets it. He
Sometimes you have to read between the lines with her. She
I just type too quick and I don't even read it.
She just sends it. Slapbuster, that 12 though, that price goes way up. Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, I was looking. I sure wanted the bigger screen, but I have a 7-inch Lowrance on my um on my kayak right now, and I have no trouble seeing it. So.
Andy donated to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate that. Just know that goes right back into the channel, buddy. Really, really appreciative. That helps so much. Y'all have no idea. Camo Joe, I plan on getting my DIY on, and the new UHD units don't need the black box. Nice. Yeah, that would be nice if you could, get one of those ones you don't need the black box, but you're gonna pay for it either way, unfortunately.
It's crazy you can see how many people have live scope.
Most people,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of people do. But it's kind of like not live scope. Side scan was like that back in the day. Side scan was all the craze, and
It's like you were living in the Stone Age.
yeah, I still remember when side imaging came out, and the 1197 I think is one of the bigger units they had, and it was just, it took me a while to get that too.
You were
But
younger though.
yeah, I was younger though, but I remember that, everyone was just like, they can't believe you can scan on the side of your boat. You can see both directions, and just, it changed everything. And, here, 10 years later, here comes LiveScope, just changing everything again. It's just crazy how far technology, has come. And, now they have spot lock trolling motors, and, you can press a button and anchor your trolling motor in one spot, and you don't move very far, and just, it's just so crazy how far it's come. There's no telling how far it's going to go. You'll probably be able to have a video down there seeing the fish before long.
Like recording.
Yeah. Hugo, yeah, I know the $18.99 is kind of high. Hopefully they'll go on sale sometime. Yeah, hopefully so. Yep, the Ultra units don't need it, I think. What are the Ultra units? What are those called? The Ultra and UHD units. I think mine is UHD. The black box. Yeah, technology's crazy. I cannot wait for it to be here. And that's for sure. Barfly, I ran the 93 SV on the Rover off a single 20-volt battery for 4 days and still had over 18 volts left. With the LiveScope transducer and black box hooked in, I used 3 of those batteries per single day. Man, yeah, it pulls a lot of juice. Crappie Express, what's the best, smallest GPS circle trolling motor? Mine's like a 20-foot radius, it seems. I believe they say 5 to... I've heard that 5 foot is generally the amount of wiggle they have. Oh, they're the 10-inch and above. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that, so the 5 foot radius is kind of what they seem to be, and I think if it's more than that, I think there's a way you can sync it with the GP. I forget what they do, but there's a way to sync it to where it should hold a little tighter. Chuck, how good is the pedal drive in lakes with lots of hydrilla? Been thinking whether I want one or not. Chuck, I'll be honest, if there's any kind of vegetation in that pedal drive, it's gonna get caught up in it, and you're not gonna be able to. You're just gonna be picking grass out of that. Like, that's the one thing with those, is if it gets any kind of thing around it, it just wraps it up and it will not move. Armando, hey kid, my 36 volt Altera iPilot Link. Now I'm looking for a Humminbird for it. Nice. Yeah, those Alteras are nice. Slab. The Ultra units have better resolution, but they're a lot more expensive too. But the Ultra UHD GT56 SI is as good as the Mega, I think. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you could do that too. Like Barfly says, you could backpedal every few rotations, but if there's a lot of it, you're going to get real tired of it, and you're not going to be able to go very far at all before you're just wore out. Mark Spurgeon, funny you said that. You said video, that what AquaView does. Yep, AquaView, that's right. That's right. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to kind of start wrapping it up. Oh, thank you, Hugo. Man, I appreciate it. Really appreciate it, buddy. Y'all have no idea how much, you know, that stuff helps, the donations, just the support in general. It really helps so much. You know, gas is expensive. I mean, they're just expenses get up there pretty quick, and this helps so much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. I got some more videos. I'm actually sitting on 3 videos right now. I'm just waiting on the stuff to get here that I'm waiting on, and once that gets here, then I'll start dropping those, and may go live when I get the gear. So be on the lookout for that. C&M Outdoors, love the channel. Happy birthday to my crappie fishing buddy Arthur. Happy birthday, Arthur. Hope it's a good one. Oh, thanks, Slab. Yeah, man, I'm happy for the growth, and it's just, you know, I'm thankful. Just here for the ride. See where we end up, you know. See you later, Camo Joe, Television Pilot. Vicky, thanks for being here. Hugo, crappie fishing. Crappie family sticks together. See y'all next week. Can't wait for more vids. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Hargis, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you on the TFF, man. You too, Slab. Stay safe. And thanks again, everyone, for the donations. And, you know, I really appreciate it all. And the thumbs up and the likes, you know, the shares, comments, everything, views. I appreciate everything. And, you know, it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So I really thank y'all. Have a good one, Armando. Chuck, oh, no worries, no worries. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks, Domingo. Oh, thanks. Thanks so much, buddy. You have a good one. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. We'll see y'all next week.